Hand off back to Isley. He'll pull up from deep, and that will be good.
I guess Isley's 9 points for the game so far.
And Barnesville swings.
Jason Powell dribbles in, start. Dribbles back in. The Hunkler, hands by foul on Austin Kramer.
Yep, did a two-hand check, and the refs will call that about every time.
That is the second foul on Austin Kramer. And for the River Pilots, Cam Potts.
And gets it times to Powell. Powell pull up again. And an out again. If you're a River, you're kind of playing with fire there. Some of those are going to get knocked down, but this will be Lawton. Same thing goes to the Rocks. He's going to knock that down, and that'll be a long rebound to Potts. And Hines comes away with it. He'll get it to Powell, and that'll be a fast break layup for Kason Powell. Good job there by Colton Hines to come away with that loose ball, and Powell ran the floor extremely well there.
25-20 with under a minute left in the second.
I expect to see River try to hold again for the last shot. They're just going to pass it back and forth right now. Barnesville closing a little bit out. I tell you, we had a good point guard matchup Saturday with Beezer Porter from Union Local against Colton Hines from Barnesville. Tonight is just as good with Kay Wisely against Colton Hines.
Absolutely. And
Hines trying full on to 9, not letting Isley get the ball back. We're down to 22 seconds. Shamrocks look to trap. No. Gets it into Potts. And he will get a layup there.
Brody Lawlison.
Good use of the body there. And the Shamrocks will have the ball with 10 seconds left in this half. Hines dribbles left. Gets a dunk for three.
No good.
And long shot, no good. And that'll end the first half, 27-20, Pilots on top.
Margin's got to have a good talk here at half to try and get some momentum in the second half. But Rivers just being patient with the ball and playing great defense, and it's hurting the Rocks tonight.
Yep, and the Rocks held to 2 10-point quarters. Not ideal for them. River outscoring them 13-10 in the first and 14-10 in the second.
Especially since the Rocks have been averaging 65 points a game. And they're only held to 20 at half. It's kind of tough.
Yeah, and the Pilot D living up to its expectations, holding teams to, 40 a game?
35 points a game.
Well, they're on pace a little over that, but not by much right now. So good, solid effort from the Pilots on the defensive end there. But the Rocks just got to find some offensive consistency and hope Kason Powell starts knocking down some of those shots. But as good of a game as we were expecting with both these teams coming in undefeated. The Pilots at 5-0 and the Shamrocks at 4-0. Living up to expectations tonight. But again, the trivia question for tonight was looking for highest free throw percentage in a season. We did free throw percentage for a career on Saturday, looking for in a season tonight. So get those answers to shamrockstrivia@gmail.com. Get those answers in. We'll give you shout outs. But again, we are at 27-20. Pilots at the half. We'll bring back some first half stats after a short break.
Welcome back to the second half of the Barnesville versus River game. As far as stats go, Jason Powell has 10, and Caleb Isley has 9, and those are the leading scorers for both teams. So Isley to the right side of the court, back to Lawlathan to the right. River being patient again on offense, having a 7-point lead.
No good, and the Rocks just not rebounding very well right now. A lot of long rebounds going to the Pilots. Isley will fake, go left, kicks it out. Lawlathan thought about it. He'll bring it out, spin move, he'll drive the lane. Voids contact.
Another board by Asa Geilinger.
And Hines will look to set up the Shamrock attack.
Oh, off to Hunkler, Case and Powell. Playing solid defense.
And Powell thought about it, but Hines will get it back out. Kicks it to Hunkler on the wing. He will look to drive.
Foul on Austin Kramer, that is his third. That is big, and it looks like River Thompson will be coming back in to the game for him.
And Hunkler will take it out. Gets it to Geilinger, and good play design there. Kind of lulled the Pilots to sleep, thinking they were going for a three there. And that'll kick off the scoring in the second half with a Geilinger layup. Shamrocks look to be in a 2-3 here.
Isley with the ball.
Kicks it down to Lawson low. Lawson looks to drive. He'll go up.
And
gets fouled behind. I believe that'll be on Colton Hines, I'm going to say.
That is his first foul of the game. Shooting 2. Brody Lawson at the line. First one is up and no good.
In and out. Seen a lot of shots like that tonight.
Yes, we have. Second one is up. And it's good. 6-point lead, 6:30 left in the third quarter. Hines brings up the ball.
Gets it to Geilinger on the right wing.
And turnover.
On the same page with Starr, and that ball will go out of bounds back to the Pilots.
Rivers just keeps on switching their screens that the Rocks are trying to screen for Case and Powell and all.
Yep, Shamrock's still in that 1-2-2. But now it switches to a 2-3. Well,
it looks like a man.
Yeah, now they're back in man. Switching it around. Longwell drives up and no good.
Rebound by Jeremy Hunkler.
Hunkler will look to. It's it to Hines at the top.
Oh.
Saved by Powell. Shamrock's just not on the same page right now. Coach Johnny Hines will take a timeout, good timeout here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. A good timeout to kind of get them to go along on the same page.
And while we got a break in the action, trivia question, we were looking for highest free throw percentage seasons by an individual player. Already got one of the answers sent in. Jerry Robinson coming in with Joey Dent sitting at 10th. He shot 80.42% in the 97-98 season. I got another guess for Eric Nicholson. Did not make the top 15 for a season. Was in the top 5 for a career, but surprisingly not in the top 10 for a season. Corey Starr, I got a guess. He did not make our list. Back to the action. Hines will take it up top. Kicks it to Geilinger. Powell backdoor cuts. Hunkler being hounded by Isley. Hunkler will go up and loses the ball, and the Pilots will come away with it. Isley kicks it to Potts.
That will turnover by Potts.
And Potts just didn't realize how open he was and took a couple, one too many steps.
Logan Dodd coming into the game, checking in for Colton Hines.
And Colton Hines getting a rare break. I expect to see him back pretty quick. But Jeremy Hunkler will run the show for the Rocks. And they just got to find open looks. They've been few and far between in the early going of this third quarter.
Jeremy
Hunkler gets one and no good. And
rebound by
Potts. And Lawson will look to push. Be Thompson at the edge, back to Isley at the top of the key. Back to Isley being guarded by Dodd. Gets it to Longwell. Gets it to Thompson, back to Lawson. Lawson against Hunkler. He will kick it to Longwell. Thompson will drive. Back out, and just an extremely patient offense from the Pilots. They'll get it down low to Potts.
Good
Potts
defense
blocked by Gallagher. Kick out to Lawson. No good. And a rebound goes to Thompson. And that one's a killer. Good defensive stand there by the Rocks, but unable to secure the rebound, and Thompson will make them pay.
And that gives the Pilots an 8-point lead with 4 minutes in the third left. Solid defense by Isley. Take by.
And Powell glide in with 2 on the floater, giving him 12 for the night. And the Rocks are going to need some defensive stops and rebounds here.
Yes. Again, River is patient on offense. They move the ball.
Isley will drive.
An easy layup.
Good layup there by Isley. Went back to the left hand, and that will give him 11 for the game, and the Pilot lead back out to 8.
Asa Gallagher in the corner. Pull up, no good. Rebound by Thompson.
With the rebound. And Starr will take it away, and he just out-hustles Isley. And they will call the foul on Isley. We've seen Isley been hustling the whole game, just kind of ran kind of nonchalantly back at that ball, and Starr just tipped it back and beat him to the ball, and he will pick up the foul there.
That foul was on Longwell, not Isley there.
And Starr in and out.
And Colton Hines back in for Logan Dodd. Second one up. And no good.
No good. 0 for 2 at the line. And Isley will get the ball, run the show for the Pilots.
The Rocks can't find any momentum just to make it in the back.
Trying to get this crowd back into it. A big student session for the Rocks tonight, but been relatively quiet so far in this third quarter.
Again, Rivers making cuts, driving the hoop, easy layup.
And that's too easy for the Rocks. Too easy for the Rocks to give up. And the Rocks in a little bit of trouble here, down 10 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this third quarter.
I haven't seen this the whole year, so I like to see what happens the last 2 minutes of this quarter, see if they can kind of.
And Powell just unable to get any room for a shot. He will do a turnaround, no good.
And
Geilinger had position. He will be pushed by Potts.
Which that is his third foul of the game. So
that's a big one. Pilots with two good-sized posts down there, and Thompson and Potts and
Kramer. Kramer has 3 as well, so.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to leave Potts in.
Hunkler out of bounds to Case and Powell for 3. It's good.
Nothing but net for Powell.
He needed that one there.
Yeah, and that stops a Pilot run, brings the lead back to 7. Now just you need the defensive stand and to secure the rebound if you're the Rocks. But Pilot's extremely patient on offense and has got layups the last couple times now.
That is That's Colton Hines' second foul of the game. Thompson takes the ball out.
It's a Lawson. Off and good. It's Thompson. Thompson looks to drive. Gets it to Longwell. Longwell drive. Kick out to Isley for 3. And that'll be good. He answers.
They answer back. Back to 10-point with 1:30 left. Logan Dodd for 3. No good. Rebound Potts.
And Isley splits the double team. He will kick it down the wall. And that'll be a layup. And Coach Hines will wisely take a timeout.
Potts, we just had all the momentum tonight. They're fundamentally playing the game and moving the ball. And
another trivia guest got Zach Houston, not making our list. Guest Jimmy Wrestler, and he sits at 6. That guest coming in from Adam Detling. So yeah, Jimmy Wrestler shot 81.54% in the 96-97 season. So again, we got looks like 6 and 10 filled in. Any of the other top 10, go ahead and send those answers in. And if you're the Rocks here, you're in some dangerous territory. You need to trim this lead. Ideally, getting it back into single digits going into the 4th. But River being extremely patient on offense, and the last couple times down, haven't had to settle for anything and have been getting layups. Look for the Rocks to try to extend the pressure a little bit.
Yeah, try and force some turnovers for him, but
River taking care of the ball extremely well tonight.
Hines down the court. Jason Gallagher at the high post. Hines back out to Hines. Logan Dodd for 3. And he needs it. There's the 3 they need to kind of get some momentum. Down to single digits. 9-point game.
Now need to stop here if you're the Rocks. Thompson will look to drive. Kicks it. Easy bucket there for Potts. Too easy if you're the Rocks. No one dropped on the backside.
Colton Hines. Back out to Jeremy Hunkley for 3.
For 3.
And no good. A rebound by Thompson.
And Pilots with an 11-point lead, looking to hold for the last shot, but Barnesville
good defense by Logan.
And Dodd will poke it away.
Logan Dodd has been stepping up here lately, playing great defense and making big shots. And that looks like Colton Hines' 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, but it's tough to pressure someone as fast with the ball as Isley that far from the ball. And just caught up to him, but just a little bit too much reaching.
And I think he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, going to be a great player for them. Alton drives, he'll go up. And foul called at the buzzer.
And that is Colton Hines' 4th foul of the game. That's a killer there.
I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't see a whole lot there to warrant a foul. And Coach Johnny Hines not happy with that one at all. And I kind of see his point here. The way the refs have been letting him play, that one was a little soft in my book. And Lawson knocks down the first of 2.
And that puts the Pilots up 13 going into the 4th.
And that's a big momentum change here. Bringing you some more trivia guesses. Got a guess for Nathan Hunkler. That one did not make the list. Got 2 guesses for Nate Klein and Sam Wells. Sam Wells, surprisingly, I thought he'd be on the list, did not make it. But Nate Klein sits in 8th place, shooting 81.4% in the 95-96 season. But if you're the Rocks here, you got to start pressuring, but you're going to have to do it without your point guard Colton Hines, or he's going to have to be extremely careful. But when you're pressuring, it's so easy to pick up the fouls. I expect to see him starting off on the bench. Jeremy Hunkler running the show for the Rocks, and it's going to have to be Dodd and Starr on the court for the Rocks. Normally it's just one out of the 2. But Shamrocks said if they got in foul trouble, they might be in a little bit of trouble, and right now you're seeing that.
Yeah. I think another thing is that the River's height, getting a lot of rebounds is.
Yeah, but it's been one and done for the Rocks for the most part tonight.
We usually don't see that a lot.
Oh, but it looks like actually Dodd will be. Oh, well, he kicks it back to Hunkler. Hunkler will set it up, looking to get Powell. They got to get him some space. Kicks it to Geilinger. Hunkler unable to get. Hunkler will drive, kicks it out to Starr. Starr will drive.
And rebound by Hunkler.
Powell for 3. And gets the time roll.
Good rebound by Hunkler there to be able to kick it back out. Casey for the 3.
Yep, and now if you're the Rocks, you got to get stops in a row here. The Potts.
It's a foul on Logan Dodd. Trying to go around the screen there.
And Barnesville just had their back to the inbounder, and Isley makes a smart play. Goes off the back and up for
and
left.
there's a turnover by Hunkler.
Comes away with the steal. And he will score. And that extends the Pilot lead back to 13.
So, tell you what, Lawlesson's playing really great defense on Powell tonight. He's been all over him the whole game.
And Pilot players complaining about foul calls. I don't know if they have the room to do that right now.
Hines comes back into the game with 4 fouls. So
yeah, I mean, it's at the point you have to.
Yep, try and get.
Taking Starr out, putting your best shooting lineup on the floor. This will be Longwell on Hines. Hines will look to drive, kicks it out to Geilinger. Geilinger will drive into the lane. And just nothing coming easy for the Rocks, and they've got to look to go a little bit.
The Rocks caught a break there, but
couldn't see whose foot it went off of. Both of them were close. Looked like Hunkler did kick it, but official must have saw it go off someone else's. Powell for 3. And that's actually a smart foul there. They're lucky Powell missed it, but he just tried to truck the screener. The screener was set, but they didn't get the 3 off.
First foul on Brody Lawson. Casey Powell takes it in.
And Powell looked to drive, and it looked like he tried to take a charge. I don't believe he was set, but no call from the officials.
Getting intense here. Hines with the ball in the corner, drives in. Pull up
and nice take there by Colton Hines. Only his 4th point of this game. And Isley will drive past, he'll kick it out. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound by Powell.
Jason Powell with the dribble, Logan.
Dodd should have shot that one, but he will pull up from, and no good. He needed to take that three.
He's been making more threes on the inside, so I thought he would shoot that.
And Isley will drive on Dodd.
And I think River here is just going to be patient with the ball here.
Yeah, Barnesville extending the pressure a little bit, though.
Jeremy Helga playing good defense, and then he's pass. Walton with a nice pass to Thompson right underneath the hoop for an easy layup.
And Barnesville just has not been on the backside all night. They've been getting killed there.
Yeah, I think going to that man when they have the pressure because they're used to that zone, I think it's kind of hurting them tonight.
Hines will kick it out to Hunkler for three. No good there. Rebound by Thompson.
Isley bringing the ball up, dribbles in, foul. Oh.
No continuation there.
That is Logan Dodd's second foul of the game. Cam Potts coming back in for Lawlison.
And Hines will check out, kind of trying to do some offense for defense.
Potts with it, nice.
And Barnesville just not doing a good job.
And there's an easy layup. Too many rebounds, too many.
You have too many second chance points for the Pilots tonight. That's been dooming the Rocks.
Kason Powell. And Kason Powell just can't catch a break tonight.
Yeah, that looked like he got full on shoved there, but no call from the official. And that'll be a 1-and-1 for the Pilots. And Barnesville just not being mentally strong right now.
Yeah. Timeout by Hines. It's kind of regroup.
I haven't got any more trivia guesses to throw out, really.
I was going to say the number one is from my year, so maybe that'll help some people out.
If you're the Rocks here, you got to look to go. You got to secure some rebounds, force some missed shots, secure some rebounds, and look to push the ball. Taysom Powell just hasn't really caught a break tonight. He's had a tough earned 18, but no one else for the Rocks approaching double digits.
Nice is at the foul line shooting 1-and-1. And the first one is up and good. That extends the Pilots lead to 16 points. Lawlison comes back in for Potts.
And Isley will be good.
That takes the lead to 17 points with 4 minutes left. Rocks just got to keep on trying to score here. In case the Stars just force that up just to try and get it.
And River fans calling for a travel, but I think they got away with one. I think they got away with
And
the
then
travel. Hines comes away with one.
by Kramer. Kason.
Short. Ball's tipped out of his hand.
And I think that Rivers is going to play patient right now and just.
Ball stay with the Pilots out of bounds.
Looking dog coming back in for defense, for offense. Rebound by Jeremy Hunkler. Dribbles up the court. Kick out to Logan Dodd for three. No good. Rebound by Brody Longwell.
And just not making a ton of shots tonight. And Isley gets it poked away by Starr.
And
Powell finally gets a call for him. Hunkler gets it to Hines. Back to Hunkler in the corner. Fouls on Isley.
That's his second foul of the game.
Come on, Barry, on the ball!
I think Hines is going to try and set up a press here to try and force some turnovers. Even though they're down 17, he still wants to. He's not going to quit. I think he's going to fight to the end no matter what. So.
I got a few more guesses. Sean McCrate thrown out, did not make our list. Mark Hall also not on the list. We're getting towards the end here, so too many to do. None of the top. I'll just look for the top five. None of those have been in. The years for the top five: 2010 to 2011, 2006 to 07, 89 to 90. 2020 to 21 and 74 to 75. So that's the years for our top five if you've got any of those. But yeah, if you're the Rocks, you got to score first off, but then you got to pressure the ball and try to force the Pilots into some mistakes. You need extra possessions here.
Hunkler takes the ball out. Kick out to Asa.
Gets it to Geilinger. Geilinger kicks out to Starr, swings it to Hines. They'll look to get it to Powell. Powell spin move down the lane. He'll go up strong.
No good.
Went for the rebound, unable to get it.
Good rebound by Lawson. Foul by Hunkler.
And that'll put the Pilots back to the free throw line.
Shooting 1-1. First one's up and good.
And knocking down some free throws late.
Lawson has 15 points for the game.
And it's big that they've had a secondary contributor, and the Rocks have been relatively quiet on the secondary.
I make 17 for the game. With 2:30 left in the game.
And the Rocks just need points here. Kicks it to Geilinger. He'll be looking for someone. No one there. He'll drive in. Fade away.
No good.
No good.
Man, nothing's hitting for the Rocks tonight.
And Rocks have a trap. Lawson tries to split it. Does.
Turnover. And
Starr needed that one. And I think Hines missed one. He had Casey Powell open on the right side. Right now, you need threes more than twos.
Yes, you do. Taysom Powell at the line shooting two. First one up and good. Second one up and good. And now you see the Rocks in the press here to try and force some turnovers. Pilots get across that court, and I think that you'll see some patient Kramer with the ball. And that, I believe, is Colton Hines' last foul of the game. He's fouled out. It's a rough game for Colton Hines. It's only 4 points, and he's probably looking for a better outcome tonight for him.
His argument there is that the ball was in the air. He was making a play on the ball. I mean, it's a fair argument, but not how the officials saw it.
Yep. Cameron at the line shooting 1 and 1. Of course, no good. Peace and Pouch comes down the court.
And now throws the fadeaway, and that'll be up and good.
15-point game with a minute 30 left. Isley dribbles down the court, and Thompson gets the ball. Rebound.
That's one where you got to get the rebound.
And here you see River just going to be patient. Takes it out, strips it. Timeout by the Pilots. Of the game. Who donated that?
Again, we want to give a shout out to our sponsor for tonight, True Value of Woodsfield, for sponsoring us, allowing us to stay up here and bring you this broadcast. And thank you to Strauss Films for bringing you Shamrock Athletics this year.
Minute 13 left, 15-point game. And the Rocks are bringing some pressure. Passing into Lawson. Back out to Isley. Double. Jason Starr guarding Isley. Almost a turnover, but able to hold on to it. Under a minute left. And Rivers just going to be patient with the ball and keep on moving it. And make the Rocks. And that is Taysom Stars. First foul of the game. Shooting 2 at the line is Lawson. First one is up and no good. Second one is up and good. Tell you what, they shot really well from the free throw line. That's been a killer for the Rocks as well. Takes a power for 3. In and out. Man, it's just. And I think the Rocks are trying to stall out. And looks like the Pilots are going to come out with a win here, a 56-40 win. And we'll keep them undefeated.
And the Pilots will remain undefeated at 6-0 on this young season. That'll drop the Rocks to 4-1. We'll bring you some final stats after a short break.
like to welcome you back to Shamrock Gymnasium, where we just saw the visiting River Pilots come out with a 56-40 victory over the homestanding Barnesville Shamrocks, and that'll improve the River Pilots to 6-0, and it'll drop the Shamrocks to 4-1. So, I mean, highly competitive game. River just able to pull away a little bit at the end, but the story for this game is, by my notes, which could be wrong, but I think I'm pretty close, River holding Barnesville to exactly 10 points in every quarter, and that's Barnesville, a much higher scoring team than that, being held way below their average. So Pilots just able to come up with enough offense, and their defense was just stifling. Barnesville wasn't getting many calls. Can't depend on the refs there, but just weren't knocking down shots.
Yeah, I think another thing is that we only had one guy in double figures, and we're used to seeing 3 or 4 most games, or at least 2, and I think that was a big difference. And not making the threes, that's one of our key things.
You can live and die by the 3. We've lived by them in the first 4 wins, but we died by them tonight.
Yeah.
But leading statistically for the Pilots tonight, with 18 apiece, Brody Lawton and Cable Isley, and that's just big that they both had the secondary support there. Supporting them, Cam Potts with a tough earned 8, River Thompson with 6, Brody Longwell with 4, and Austin Kramer was battling foul trouble for a lot of the night. He finished with 2. But balanced scoring, but only going 6 deep.
Yeah.
For the Rocks tonight, Kason Powell had a very tough earned 18. I mean, nothing came easy for him tonight.
Yeah.
But then, like we said, next leading scorer was Asa Geilinger with 7, Jeremy Hunkler with 5, Colton Hines with 4 before fouling out, and Logan Dodd and Tayson Starr with 3 apiece. Just nothing easy coming for the Rocks tonight.
I was going to say the free throws were a big difference too.
I don't have free throw,
and rebounds, free throws and rebounding, I think were a big difference.
River just killed them on the glass, and that was a big difference in this game.
And they showed a lot of toughness.
Yep. And bringing you the top 5 for our trivia question, top 5 free throw percentage seasons by an individual player. Number 1, Bryson Stevens in 2010-11 shot 85% from the line. Randy Hunter, someone guessed that late, but we didn't get to it. But Randy Hunter in the 06-07 season shot 83. Matt Powell in 89-90 shot 82.7. Colton Hines just last year shot 81.6. And rounding out the top 5, Sam Schumann shooting 81.5 in the 74-75 season. So we appreciate anyone participating in our trivia question. And we really appreciate you guys tuning in to watch another game of Barnesville basketball. On a little bit of it's going to be a minute before we're back here. I believe maybe next Tuesday.
Yeah, I think the Rocks play at Bridgeport on Friday, and then we play Blair next Tuesday night.
Yep. So we hopefully we see you another time this year. But again, if you are looking to sponsor a game, please contact Athletic Director Brad Hannes at Barnesville Schools if you're willing to sponsor a game and make sure that the guys at Strauss Films can bring you another game of Shamrock basketball.
And I'd like to thank Brian for asking me to join this crew tonight, and I appreciate being a part of this, being an alumni here, and being able to join in and participate with him.
We appreciate you stepping in and filling in tonight and really running the show for a little bit. I got pulled into PA or public address announcer duty early on in the game, so you kind of ran the show until I could get back up here. So we appreciate Wesley for filling in tonight, and we appreciate you for tuning in and watching us. But from Shamrock Gymnasium, River coming out with a 56-40 victory. I'm Brian Clark for Wesley Lewis, signing off tonight. Thank you.